Hello again, dear viewers, and a happy new year to you all. Welcome back to the ancient hold of our ancestors as we discuss a new video game. Today we should be talking about the wonderful title Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is a two-dimensional scrolling hack and slash beat 'em up by the Behemoth, released for Microsoft Windows in 2012. A quick word about the usual request that if you find me worthy and like what we do here down in the ancient halls of our ancestors, then please like, subscribe and leave a comment with your memories of this game. This is a game I first played on the old Xbox 360 back in the yesteryears on the Xbox Arcade, which was released in 2008. I've recently played it again, now on personal computer, and reawakened all the joyous memories of this wonderful game. Castle Crashers has a wonderful start menu. You can play a local game if you like it local. You can multiply on an online multiply. You can look at the help and options. Look at the download content. Check this other thing. This other one too. And there's a third one there. Lastly, there is the merch, of course, if you would like to merch. And extra lastly, you can quit. Graphically, it is colourful, two-dimension and cartoony. Bright colours, simple designs, a warm aesthetic that welcomes you to the wonderful and silly world that is Castle Crashers. Everything here is light-hearted and fun, mostly. The player characters are all little different knights, each with their own colour scheme, and the baddies are all weird and wonderful. Of the sound, it is most fun for this little number, with some snappy music and decent feedback when you smacketh thy foes for impudence. This is important as we want to feel like we are really knocking the bad guys about. In Castle Crashers, you begin by selecting one of the different knights available, with up to 4 people playing at once. Each of the knights have their own theme which affects their colour and the type of magic they make use of. For example, the blue knight uses frost magic and the green one uses poison. As you play through the game, you unlock additional characters to play with. The game is split up into different levels, which are accessed via a world map. You need to unlock a stage by doing the level previous, with some levels only being playable once certain conditions have been met. Besides the usual fighting stages, there are a few different locations, such as the blacksmith and the shops. At the blacksmiths, you can look at all the different weapons you have accumulated and pets you have discovered at the menagerie. The shop, of course, is where you can buy some items, and there are a few different ones located throughout the lands. You start off in the castle of your king, who has been attacked with all the fair maidens of the land, and giant crystal thing have been abducted by those no-good evildoers. It is up to you as noble knights to fight back against the nameless hordes and rescue the princesses and the crystal. You set off fighting through the castle and out into the battlefield as you punch, smack and slash your way through those bad baddies. The combat is what you would lovingly expect from a scrolling fighting game. You're able to combo together strings of both heavy and light attacks while in combat with thy foe. Indeed, you can chain a lot of hits together if you really have a go at it. I do like the jumping attack and then hitting them all up in the head as I move across the screen. There are also items you can use during play, such as the bow for hitting stuff at range, health potions, a spade for digging up, and sandwiches that allow you to hulk up and go smash things for a brief time. Besides your usual attacks with your weapon and a simple throw, you also have access to dangerous magical abilities. At first you simply have a directional attack of fire, lightning or whatever other element your knight is themed around. But over the course of play you have the option to increase your magical power and thusly the spells that you can use. This ties in with character progression. Your character is not static, no sir. As you fight through each level you gain experience leading to a level up. At the end of each level, any character that has gained a level will be taken to the level up screen. It is here you can distribute points, 2 each time you level, to 4 different attributes: power, health, magic, and speed. Power increases your damage when you hit things, health increases health of course, magic increases your magic damage, and also at certain breakpoints unlocks a spell for you to cast. Lastly, the speed attribute I believe mostly has an effect on your bow skill, which is an item you can pick up early in the game. It is quite fun to build your character in different ways. Do you go magic heavy or physical power? Will you make use of the bow? These are the decisions that need to be made. Another way to customize your character is through weaponry. You see, the thing that you will use to smack up bad guys is swappable with any weapon you find out in the world. Mobs will drop them and they can be found in secret spots and in chests. You can then swap them there and then, or you can go back to the aforementioned blacksmith and make your selection there. As you may have guessed, the different weapons come with their own attributes, allowing you to even further modify your characters the way you want. The shops you find out in the world provide a way to spend your gold that you collect on your travels. You can buy potions, sandwiches, new weapons and even pets. Ah yes, pets. I forgot about those. Pets are companions that will accompany you on your fight against evil. They are mostly passive but have their own special thing they might do. For instance, one goes off and finds health and food, while another periodically rams baddies in front of you. All these different things you get as you progress through the game add to the enjoyability and replayability of it. You can go back to it for months or years later and play with a different character and a different build. And it is fun single player, sure, but it is even more fun if you manage to find one of those friend things that I hear people talking about. Luckily, I had Mother Dorf to play this with, and she enjoyed it muchly. It's nice to have someone to enjoy the silliness with. And there is much silliness in the game. From the over-the-top and oversized baddies, to scared critters in the woods, or the blacksmith being the mouth of some large creature with his tongue tied to an anvil, there are certainly things that bring a smile to a tired face. This is one of those games you can pick up and have lots of fun with, and then throw down for another time. This is a solid scrolling beat-em-up filled with lots of fun and silliness. It is a great couch co-op you can enjoy with friends or still fun on your own. I would recommend this to any scrolling beat-em-up aficionado and anyone that is looking for a fun adventure to take part with some friends. It is usually on sale, but even when not, it's not very expensive at all. So I would give it a go, dear viewers. And there we have it, another video from this here dwarf about some fun-filled video game. I hope you're well wherever you are, dear viewers, and I wish you a great start to your year. I now pull close the doors to this dwarven hold once more, and I shall see you next time.